No missile, no laser, no explosion. 50 drones falling from the sky because of a weapon you cannot see, cannot hear, and cannot detect until your drone is already dead. We covered Iron Dome, the missile that stops rockets. We covered Iron Beam, the laser that burns drones for $350. We covered XCalibur, the laser Israel put on a fighter jet. But your comments on every single one of those videos asked the same question. What happens when the enemy sends 100 drones at once? When the swarm is too big for any missile, too fast for any laser? Israel built the answer, and it is unlike anything in this series. Welcome back to Grand Structures. The drone swarm is the most dangerous development in modern warfare. Not because individual drones are powerful. A $400 commercial drone with a grenade strapped to it is a crude weapon, but because of math. Send enough of them, and the defender runs out of interceptors before the attacker runs out of drones. Iron Dome costs $50,000 per shot against a $400 drone. You bankrupt yourself defending. Iron Beam destroys one drone per 3 to 4 seconds. Against a 50-drone swarm arriving simultaneously, the laser physically cannot cycle fast enough. It is a sniper rifle against a flash mob. And missiles, a Patriot battery fired at a $400 drone, is like using a Ferrari to deliver a pizza. This is the saturation attack. Iran has been using it. Hezbollah has been using it. Russia uses it against Ukraine every single week. The entire strategy is simple. Overwhelm the defender's response speed. Force them to choose which drone to shoot, and let the ones you didn't choose reach their target. The only answer to a one-to-many attack is a one-to-many defense. One system, all targets simultaneously. And the weapon that does that doesn't fire a missile, doesn't fire a laser, and doesn't cost anything per shot. It fires something you cannot see at all. Before we get to Israel's weapon, I need to correct something that's been spreading across defense YouTube, including from some big channels. There are 2 types of invisible anti-drone weapons being developed right now, and they work completely differently. Confusing them is like confusing a sniper with a boxer. Same result, completely different method. Weapon Type 1, High Power Microwave, HPM. This is what America's Lyetta system uses. It fires actual microwave energy, the same type of wave as your kitchen microwave, but millions of times more powerful and focused directionally. When a microwave beam hits a drone's electronics, it induces an electrical surge inside the circuitry, overloading it, melting connections, destroying the brain. The drone's electronics are physically damaged. It cannot be recovered. It is dead permanently. Weapon Type 2, Electronic Warfare Jamming. This is what Israel's Scorpius system uses, and it is fundamentally different. Instead of physically frying electronics, it attacks the drone's communication and navigation signals. Every drone needs 3 things to function: GPS to know where it is, a radio link to receive commands, and a navigation system to follow its route. Scorpius doesn't touch the hardware. It attacks those 3 invisible threads simultaneously, blinding the GPS, drowning out the radio link, confusing the navigation. The drone's electronics are completely fine, but the drone has no idea where it is, where it's going, or what to do. Why does this distinction matter? Because jammed drones can potentially be revived, which is why Israel is working on both approaches.
But jamming has one enormous advantage over microwave. It can hit hundreds of targets simultaneously, across all frequencies, in all directions, with no physical beam that needs to be aimed at each individual drone. It is not a weapon, it is a dome, an invisible electronic dome that drops over everything inside its range at once.
This is Scorpius-G, built by IAI's ELTA Systems Division, the same engineers who built the radar inside Iron Dome. It looks like a boring truck. It is the most advanced electronic warfare system ever built. At its heart is AESA technology, Active Electronically Scanned Array. You've heard this term before. It's the radar technology in the F-35, in Arrow 3, in Iron Dome. But Scorpius took AESA and turned it inside out. Instead of using it to detect targets, they weaponized it to attack them. Here's the engineering breakthrough. Traditional electronic warfare systems had one critical limitation. They could only jam one frequency at a time. Pick a frequency, point the jammer at one target, disrupt it, then reset, pick the next target, next frequency. Sequential, slow, useless against a swarm. Scorpius solved this with what ELTA calls staring multibeam, the ability to fire hundreds of individually focused jamming beams simultaneously, each targeting a different drone on a different frequency in a different direction. It doesn't choose between targets. It hits all of them at the same time. The entire sky becomes the kill zone. And here's the engineering detail that separates Scorpius from every previous EW system. It doesn't need to know what frequency a drone is using before it attacks. Traditional jammers had to first identify the target's signal frequency, then tune to match it. Scorpius scans the entire electromagnetic spectrum in real time and deploys custom responses to each detected signal simultaneously. It is fully automatic. The operator doesn't choose targets. The AI identifies every electromagnetic signal in the vicinity and attacks all of them at once. The result, a single Scorpius-G truck can create an invisible protective dome above a city, a military base, or a convoy, and silently drop every drone, cruise missile guidance system, or enemy radar that enters that dome. No explosions, no smoke, just silence and drones falling out of the sky. But here's the engineering problem that stumped previous EW systems for decades. If you jam all signals in a dome above your city, you jam your own communications too. Your soldiers' radios go dark. Your aircraft lose their transponders. Your command network collapses. The weapon that protects you also paralyzes you. Scorpius solves this with what engineers call beamforming and phase shifting. The AESA array doesn't emit a general jamming field in all directions equally. It steers each individual beam with extraordinary precision, targeting specific signals at specific locations while leaving other signals in the same area untouched. In practice, Scorpius knows the frequencies used by friendly forces. It creates what engineers call nulls, precise gaps in its jamming pattern at those exact frequencies and directions. The enemy drone on 2.4 GHz gets jammed. The friendly Israeli helicopter on 1.03 GHz, 2 meters away, untouched. The system surgically removes enemy signals from the electromagnetic spectrum, while leaving friendly signals perfectly intact. Now look at the complete picture. Iron Dome stops ballistic rockets with a missile, visible, explosive, one at a time. Iron Beam burns individual drones and missiles with a laser, invisible beam, one at a time. XCalibur puts that laser on a fighter jet above the clouds. Scorpius
creates an invisible electronic dome that disables everything inside it simultaneously. Every layer solving the problem the previous layer couldn't. For the first time in military history, a defender has a layered system where the outermost layer, the electronic dome, costs nothing to fire, hits unlimited targets at once, and leaves no evidence it was ever used. The drone falls from the sky. There is no intersect visible on radar. There is no explosion to film. There is no way for the attacker to even know which of their drones was killed and which flew through successfully. And Scorpius is already deployed. 3 countries operate it. Israel will not name them. The US is described by ELTA as very aware of the technology and a potential customer. Germany, which just bought $6.5 billion of Arrow 3, is watching closely. The same system that protected Israel's skies is quietly spreading across the world. Your comments predicted this. After the Iron Beam video, several of you asked, what about drone swarms the laser can't handle fast enough? The answer was already built. It was already deployed. It just hadn't been fully explained yet, until now. So here's my question this week. If Scorpius can jam everything in its dome, GPS, radio, navigation, could it theoretically be used offensively? Could it jam an enemy air force's communications mid-battle and cause chaos without firing a single shot? Think about it and drop your answer below. And if you want to watch the full laser series from the beginning, Iron Dome, Iron Beam, XCalibur, the playlist is right here. Subscribe to Grand Structures. The next weapon in this series is one nobody has covered yet. See you there.